position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Let's talk for a second about Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the back. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. First score of the game goes up. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Pope. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and...
There he goes! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Pope.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Auburn lines up quickly. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this This offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Pope. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter.
He'll take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off play action on 1st down. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Pope. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside kick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for him.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
From the gun, running back on the move.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Wrapped it inside the tag. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a top. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, better look out! Got the first down and more. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Oh, they're after him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28th.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. Auburn lines up quickly.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
Marches ahead. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Now on the move. Turning it on. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out.
Set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. He might want another play. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Grab near the marker. It's Hope. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The give to the back, fighting off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Bringing the heat. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
31, Auburn, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll run play action. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and long now, as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.